I mean, with all due respect, I think our wake-up call should have been during COVID, when during COVID we needed, lots of items, gloves, masks, etc., and China cornered the market. And then they threatened the United States, saying on one of the social media sites, Chinese propaganda, Xinhua News or something, maybe we won't send the drugs needed to America for Americans that they need so much. And of course, that highlighted the fact that we are reliant on China and India for 90% of the underlying components of prescription drugs. Are we still 90% made in China and India right now? I mean, that was, when was COVID? 2020. It's 2026.
And that's a very concerning dependency, and I know the president's very concerned about this. In Congress, we're working on this. We in the National Defense Authorization Act, we put in our biosecure legislation. We need to do a lot more to lessen our dependence on Chinese affiliated companies and strengthens our American approach on this. But you bring out a very important point. China is willing to leverage this in whatever way suits their interests. They have a very different view of human dignity, human rights, and they simply want to accomplish the agenda of the Chinese Communist Party and continue to expand their influence. And so you're right, we should have taken that wake-up call during COVID. That's when we started realizing our dependency on supply chains. But now it's much more significant. Medicines, critical minerals, car batteries, you name it. There's all sorts of dependencies, drones, cranes. We need to reshore manufacturing, work with like-minded allies to continue to build a coalition of freedom-loving countries working together.
I mean, Mr. Chairman, it's absolutely extraordinary to me that we learn front and center that the Chinese threatened the United States, that they're not going to send us our prescription drugs. And we still, I mean, what did Joe Biden do about it? Nothing is done after we get that threat in the middle of COVID. And here we are 6 years later still talking about the reliance on China. We needed President Trump to come in and threaten tariffs on everybody so that the corporate America could get the memo that these are national security issues. I mean, give me a break.
Well, you're right. And, China's thinking over the 100-year plan. We're thinking quarterly profits in this country. And we need to collaborate with the private sector, thinking through longer-range strategies and how we can continue to grow our workforce, our manufacturing capabilities. When you consider where America was just a few years, decades ago in terms of leading in manufacturing, how we've outsourced that, and China is now in this dominant manufacturing position. We've got to reverse that and rebuild American manufacturing.
I'll tell you, thank God for President Trump and his vision for all of this. He knows exactly who his customer is and exactly who's complicit and is taking care of all of this, but it should have been done years ago.